should flip a coin. They got the trophy waiting for me where I'm going. Put that banner up. The skills here are so intact. I travel to the future when I step back. Hang time like the dock and you might be stacked. But to stop what we got, man, you might need Shaq. They think our confidence is arrogance, but that's just fact. Destiny yelling how we look if we don't scream back who we are. Cream of the crop, the top tier. That's why they beating on the drums, cause the champs in here. Yeah. Ready. Yeah. I'm hungry. Oh, just look at that beat. Yeah. Come on. You will never get in on our level. We go here, we will never settle. So we raise high here, we call it heavy metal. Giving no breaks, yeah, beat on the pedal top three. Up for any challenge you bring. See the results of the last group that challenged the team. Efficiency is high when you challenge the ring. Matter of fact, hold his L and clean. You deserve it. We don't just dominate, we serve it. No guesswork here, we certain. You see the wins and start flirting. We put a ring on it, where's the curtains? Ready. They got me saying I'm hungry. Just look at this piece. Yeah. You will never get in on our level. We go here, we will never settle. Trophies raised high here, we call it heavy metal. Giving no breaks, yeah, beat on the pedal top three.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the latest episode of The Good Faith Show. I'm your host, Andre Morton, and The Good Faith Show is only on the ATP Network. You can catch the ATP Network on YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, Twitter, and hopefully coming soon to Rockfin. I don't know what's taking so long. It's a hard process to get on Rockfin, golly. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a good day today. Sorry for the shitty ass camera quality. I need to buy me a professional camera so I look more presentable because I'm already ugly and look I look all discolored and shit. Oh man. But enough of that. I learned something a long time ago. You can try to make things run the way you figured it should run. Like you try to be, not controversial. I'm not a controversial person. I might say a couple of things that people might disagree with, but either or, it's not this serious to begin with. I learned, to let things be. I can't control what everybody else is do with their life. I can't. Or, I know that they're grown. We're all grown adults here, right? If somebody need my input, I'll give my input, tell them what I think. I'm not going to try to sugarcoat shit to satisfy them. If it's something that I think is not in good faith, the name of the show, now I'll tell them. But, hopefully we can agree to disagree at least. But again, I just let things be. That's all I'm gonna say about that. And I have some shameless plug for you guys. Moving on. I have a podcast, Real Recognize Real Podcast, available on all podcasting platforms. You can follow the ATP Network on Twitter. The handle on the bottom of your ticker right there. I forgot this. Yeah, y'all should see it. ATP Network 247. Conrad, she's not a member of the ATP Network, but I know her from Twitter, Trina. She's trying to escape a domestic violence abuse situation. So if you have $1 or $2 even, don't matter how much you have, or you follow me on Twitter. Her link right there, as you can see. The link in the description of the live stream on YouTube and Rumble. And if you're on Twitter, just go to my Twitter page, LaShowBoy24, and click on it. Read the video first, and click on GoFundMe, and share it with your family, friends. I'm not gonna tell you, you do whatever you want. But any support helps. She almost at $200. So any support helps. And follow my guy. I love this guy, Damien. And also to watch his new show on the ATP network, cause I know y'all tired of seeing my ugly ass face every goddamn day. Um, his show called The Original Comic Corner. He just got done doing the inaugural show, which was amazing. Him and his buddies, they did a good job. Damien, he's an educator. Damien, if you watching this, whatever, you're an educator, man. You're gonna teach the masses somethings. And also too, y'all, Damien working class like everybody else on the network. So his cash app also on the bottom of your ticker right there. It's $DC Thano 14. And also, y'all know Ty Peasant. She lives more than now. Cash app right there. Liz 4285. And also too, if you're watching this, like the video. It pushes out an algorithm. When you like the video, it gets more views. So on the ATP network, we growing, we gaining subscribers every day, which is amazing. We not too far from 300. We currently, as the recording of the video, we're at 279. So that's amazing. Thank you guys so much for putting up with my bullshit, because I know I could be an annoying motherfucker sometimes. So anyway, without further ado, the first thing I want to talk about today, I know some of you guys noticed I didn't play a TikTok video of Afeni or Ty Peasant or somebody like that today. Well, this TikTok video is 9 minutes long, and it's from Savage Joy. Follow Savage Joy on TikTok. Her handle is Savage Joy Marie Man. It's all together, no spaces or none. Follow her. She makes some great TikToks. She should get more views, but when you speak truth to power, you always get suppressed. That's just the way it is. It sucks, but we have to fight through it. I used to complain about suppression all the time myself on Twitter, but I'm fighting through it. But the weird thing is, it seems like to me Elon is not suppressing me like he usually do, because Tuesday during the debate I got over 1,000 views on my Twitter, which is amazing. I never got 20,000 live viewers on Twitter alone. So I guess as long as I'm not doing this, but I'm gonna keep doing it. So I'm telling you, I ain't. If I get suspended off Twitter, it is what it is. I don't motherfucking care. I got another account. I'm not sugarcoating that no more. I can't do it, man. Palestinians going. I know this is not going to free Palestine. I know that. I just do it to send a message to people like fuck Israel. So, without further ado, let's get to Savage Joy's TikTok video. So, okay, guys, I got the TikTok video right here. So, Savage Joy, follow her on TikTok. She was preaching on this video. She is a message to the Democrats about the genocide that's happening in Gaza. So, I'll quit talking and let her talk.
Hey guys, I have a message for the Democrats. We have been in the streets for 11 months, no short of begging for an end to this genocide. And during this time, not only have you ignored our pleas, you have ignored our demands, you have ignored any sense of humanity or empathy you might possibly have. You have continued to give money and weapons to Israel.
Now, the craziest thing about this is that the call to end the genocide is so significant that it was hundreds of thousands of uncommitted voters in Michigan. So my thing is that if Kamala doesn't do something, like she won't even do a weapons embargo, when the bitch said at first that she won't talk about it, And ain't this the same Democratic Party that didn't let a Palestinian American speak? Yeah, Palestinian American speak. Democrats and Republicans, they both they agree with Israel. They want to ethnically cleanse Gaza. They're not scared. Because if the Republicans win, the Democrats will just form an illusion and say, "Oh, Republicans were bad." Kamala Harris will be fine if Trump wins or not. So um, you know, like, and also too, the people that have been protesting, obviously getting the hell. Some of them getting the hell beat out of them by the police, and they don't give a shit. So I don't give a shit because they don't listen at the regular people. They listen at APAC.
Despite of committing international war crimes, you have continued to shame us and complain about us protesting because of this genocide.
Yep. Calling y'all pro Hamas and calling us pro Hamas and those thugs and saying yeah, because don't they know that people are not they're not, it's not about Hamas, it's about stop killing innocent women and children. I mean, they Democrats know that. They just playing dumb, to satisfy APAC. And that's crazy. Like, the only reason why the Democrats don't like Benjamin Netanyahu is because he's right wing, but they agree with him, but they still giving money to him, even though he's right wing. I thought y'all supposed to be liberals, but okay, it just, as long as the APAC money clear, well, fuck it.
War crimes, you have continued to shame us and complain about us protesting because of this genocide. You also try to vote shame us into voting for this genocide. I want to make something very clear. Is Kamala a damsel in distress, or is she capable? Because sometimes Kamala is this all-powerful being who accomplished this, that, and the other the past 4 years. And sometimes she is, well, it's not her doing the genocide. She's not president. She doesn't have that power.
Well, her and Biden, she's in the Biden administration, so technically she is a part of it. Yeah, and also too, yeah. Yes, they do that. Oh yes, like Queen Kamala. Yeah. Yes, she's gonna make America. She's gonna restore unity. Yeah. Yeah. Wait for that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Wait on that. Yeah. Kamala is just a token. Like Kamala, she's a damsel in distress. Yeah, that's their first answer. She can't run. She's not capable of running shit.
Power. So which is it? Because even if she isn't the one calling the shots, so to speak, she has a voice. She could very well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. She's in the administration. She can, even though they would most likely ignore her if she had the cojones to say, "This is wrong. We need to stop all this shit." She ain't gonna do it though, because she want power. A lot of these people in the government, that's in the government, they just want power and access. They want access to those stocks, the insider trading. They want access. They want to be lobbyists. Some of them. And some of them want to be president. So, you of course you're gonna lay the bed, lay down for the fucking duopoly. So
Say, hey, President Biden, I don't agree with this. I don't agree with you going over Congress's head yet again and giving billions to continue this massacre. She's capable of saying that, correct? Yes. She has not.
Yes.
She has also explained to us very clearly, no interpretation needed at all. The past few weeks, she has stated multiple times that, quote unquote, there is no daylight between her and President Biden on Israel and Palestine. She has quite literally stated she would not change anything. She has also stated...
And what gets me is some of these people have been protesting. Not Savage Joy. Savage Joy, she posts duopoly too. I'm just talking about the others that be around Twitter and YouTube. Now these motherfuckers claim, we pro Palestine, this and that. But as soon as this bitch ran, all of a sudden, all their morals and ethics towards the genocide went down the toilet, and they're gonna support Kamala because she's not bad. Come on now. Like, you heard what Savage Joy said. You heard what she said. There's no daylight between her and Biden on Israel and Palestine. So basically she's saying she's gonna continue weapons embargo. She's gonna continue sending money to provide free health care for Israel. The same shit Biden is doing. So
stated numerous times that she does not support and will not do an arms embargo. So what we're left with is millions of us around the world protesting every single day for almost a year. And we have a candidate that people are...
I'm gonna say this. Savage Joy is a great person. Some of you guys, I know she's blind, and she's still out there. I seen videos of her out there at protests in her hometown. I forgot where she lived at, her town, but Savage Joy could go out there and fight for the Palestinians. Then you can too. It's no excuse. It's no excuse. People always make an excuse for not to do stuff, but this woman is an inspiration to me. She could easily say, hey, I'm blind. I can't, I shouldn't be out there amongst all those people. I'm in danger of the police state and all that, because the police, they don't care who they fucking hit. If you got a kafaya on holding up a Free Palestine sign, you a target. Unless you, Israel. They'll protest be peaceful. The police just stand there. They don't put no hands on approach. But when you on the right side of history, you always get fucked over. So yeah, I just had to say that about Savage, man. She phenomenal person. I can't wait to have her hopefully on Tea Time with Andre and Ty Peasant. That'll be a great discussion.
Harassing us, bullying us, shaming us, insulting us to vote for. And she cannot even do the bare minimum, which is say, hey, I'm going to listen to we the people. I'm going to say, you know what? This is wrong.
Some of you guys remember that she kind of signaled like she gonna listen. She was gonna listen to the people. But that show, the APAC got to her, told her, no, you better continue to do what we doing. We gave you $5 million to continue to be pro-Palestine. So, yeah. These politicians, see how she flip-flop on everything. Of course she gonna flip-flop on Israel, right?
And if I become president, I'm going to take a stand. And I'm also going to talk to Biden now, because this is wrong. But instead, she is bragging about her nonstop love of Israel and her devotion to Israel. So not only are we being vote shamed for not bootlicking someone who is blatantly saying they couldn't care less what we have to say. We are giving the lowest bar in the universe. It is so low, it's 6 feet under. People are saying, if you don't end this genocide, you don't get a vote. Ending a genocide, that's the request, that's the demand.
Yes, ending the genocide permanently and right to return and one state solution. Yeah, that should be the concession. I would say don't vote for Kamala at all. I'm post-duopoly. I think we need a revolution. Y'all know who I am. I love I like third parties. Third parties are going big, but just the way money and politics and all that stuff is no path for third parties. So, but anyway, it ain't about how I feel, in the moment, simple concession, permanent ceasefire, right to return, like shit. Like, if she do that, then, she could do that now because she's the double D. I love to see APAC. Hell, money is speech, right? I love to see APAC say, "Bring old Joe Biden, old white ass back in here." Oh man.
And she cannot meet that. And we're being expected to just bend the knee, obey, and say, well, maybe it's because... No. You want votes, you earn them. You take places like Michigan, with the #1 highest Arab and Muslim constituency, and you say to the protesters, I'm speaking.
This is why I fucking hate Kamala Harris. She just such a snobby ass bitch. Like, see shit like that, I'm speaking. Instead of her, she could have said, I'll talk to y'all after the rally or whatever. This is serious, but I'm speaking. Yeah, I really hope Kamala Harris lose. Like, Jory Michael said the same thing. I really do. And then the sad thing is, don't mean I want Trump to win. I don't. I had to say that because people thought I think I'm a Trump supporter or something. No. The sad thing is too is that liberals are caping for her saying that. No, look at Kamala. She has courage to stand up to those pro-Hamas protesters. Yay! Man, you don't get the... Man, oh, Lord. Sorry, Savage. Okay, here you go.
You do not care. You do not care what we have to say. You do not care what we are demanding. You do not hear our cries. You do not hear our pleads. You do not give a flying fuck. We are asking breadcrumbs. Just stop this. Stop it. Just stop the massacre. Stop the genocide. I can't believe we're even asking for this to happen, let alone asking for 11 months.
I can't believe it's been 11 months. That is crazy. But that's why you can't stop, man. We gotta continue. If you're able to protest, get out in the streets, do it. Like Savage Joy, or keep talking about Palestine on Twitter. The Democrats, if they don't give a shit, because win or lose, both the same party, Republicans, Democrats. So yeah, 11 months. Wow. And obviously too, I had to say this. It's been like the occupation been going on for 76 years. So, October 7th was the day. Y'all know the story.
So for anyone who thinks our demand is so unreasonable, that's a problem. If demanding an end to massacring babies is too much to ask, look within yourself, because that's pretty fucked up. Also, let's be clear. If you want people to vote for Kamala, it is incumbent on you to tell her to listen to we the people to gain votes. That is incumbent on you. We have been trying to do it for 11 months. If you want people to vote for her, you need to tell her to listen. It is not our responsibility. We have been doing everything beyond. You have the responsibility to tell her we need to listen.
And you know, when Kamala first, when she replaced Biden, you know, her poll numbers was up higher than Trump's. But now all of a sudden, after the vibes and the honeymoon phase wear off, now she's tied with Trump, virtually tied with Trump. And you know, you got a lot of fucking Democrats that just want healthcare on YouTube saying that, it's not the genocide, you know, genocide not the most important thing on people's minds, it's the economy. Well, it's both. You know, as much information as is out now, we're in a different era. People see what's the fuck going on. And then people see how she flip-flop on that. I think the genocide had a lot to do with that. Is being tied with Trump. So yeah.
It's on you, not us. Do not try to vote shame people for having a red line. A red line.
Yeah, not only, you know, the Demo Dummies vote shame people. Well, you know, they vote shame people for saying that Democrats don't do nothing for me, and then a Demo Dummy would tell you, but you not voting will make Trump win. Well, that's not my motherfucking problem. The Democrats haven't done shit for me ever in my life. I mean, I've been on this earth for a while now. You know, I wasn't born when the civil rights era was happening. I mean, that's all you motherfuckers really got. You couldn't. Well, I'm not a woman. Roe v. Wade don't affect me, but I have solidarity with women. Because, you know, abortions are important. I mean, that's the Supreme Court decision. You could have codified Roe v. Wade into law. You didn't do that. You could have gave black people reparations. You could have saved millions of black people's houses. Barack Obama. You could have done a lot of things, but you know, you chose to just listen to the donors, and the sad thing is that the little voting base you do got, you know, they just they got hypnotized into the Demo Dummy Kool-Aid. So yeah, and based on the poll numbers, people are seeing, and also it's sad, but black people are fleeing to Trump, which tells you that right there. You know, and Trump ain't no better, so why are you fleeing to him? I'd rather tell those people, that 19%, just sit on the motherfucking couch. Both of these motherfuckers don't have your best interests at heart. Both of them the same, is just one is a woman that like coconut trees, and the other dude just an orange fucker that like Big Mac and Coke. So, I mean, like, they love their donors, they love Israel. They don't have your best interests at heart. And the immigration thing too, that gets on my fucking nerves. Black people, please, stop blaming the immigrants for your problems. Your problems is the result of the government not listening to you. And let me continue. I'm getting off topic here, but it's just saying, like,
that President Biden and Kamala said they have a red line, that we will not vote for genocide. We will not. And we will not only not vote for genocide, we will also not vote for someone who literally said they will continue doing exactly what they're doing now. It's not going to happen. And no amount of vote shaming or insulting or bullying or harassing is going to change that. It is a waste of time. Don't bother. I know you're all going to come in my comments and, you know, say the same shit everyone says 24/7. It doesn't work. I stand with.
You know, I know that people act like TikTok is just such this echo chamber where everybody agrees with one another, and you know, it's getting banned because people are spreading truth to power. That's true. You know, TikTok do push you out a little bit, but you know that's why they trying to ban it. But you know, yeah, that's why I don't even look at my comments anymore, because you know, on TikTok I just post videos on there. They do okay. I mean, better than Twitter. Elon doesn't like Elon. Like when I post my videos on Twitter, like that's why I stopped really doing that now. It don't do good. I think that's because of Twitter suppression. But you know, I'm just saying. But put it on TikTok and like these motherfuckers ain't got no life. Like the same people too. Come in your comment section. I always say the same shit. I'm supporting Trump if I talk about Harris. No, I support Trump if I'm talking about Harris, and I'm supporting Harris if I'm talking about Trump. And I keep saying time and time again on TikTok, motherfuckers, I don't like neither one of these motherfuckers. The only reason I'm talking about them, I'm trying to convince y'all that both of them are the fucking same and they both suck. So, and people know what Savage Joy stands for. They know she's not neither Democrat nor Republican.
Palestine. I do not stand with someone whose administration is committing genocide and at best is being silent. At best is saying it'll continue. I will not sacrifice my beliefs, my humanity, and my dedication to the people of Palestine because you are having a hissy fit. Not gonna happen. Don't waste your time. And get ready to do your phone banking and your door knocking. Don't just come at people online. Get your shit together, start campaigning, and get ready for the countless people who are gonna tell you, I'm not voting for her because of genocide. It's on you. Convince them otherwise.
Yeah, that last point. The reason why Kamala was going to lose the economy and the genocide. But motherfuckers on YouTube will tell you, people ain't thinking about that like that. Oh, a lot of people think about that. A lot of protests been happening for 11 months, and them streets been. My headphones just died. Damn, these are expensive ass headphones, and they die so quick. Oh, I hate playing obsolescence. But anyway, that was Savage Joy, guys. I love her TikToks, man. Yeah, if y'all watch, you know, if you follow her on Twitter, you know, I know y'all know if she's amazing. Follow her on TikTok as well, Savage Joy Marie Man. You know, you probably saw her watermark on her TikTok videos. You know, I just had to play that because it was so fucking good. You know, the Democrats never gonna learn. They didn't learn in 2016 when Hillary Clinton was a bad candidate. They should have picked Bernie Sanders, but you know, the donors wanted Hillary Clinton, right? Always over Bernie Sanders, even though Bernie Sanders' policies now, compared to what our policy stances on the left is just weak sauce. But so they didn't learn lessons in 2016. All they resistance liberals, you know, Trump bad, Trump this, Trump that. That didn't work because the motherfucker said what? Russiagate, you know, they tried Russiagate on Trump. That didn't work. Trump would have won in 2020 as well, But the problem was the pandemic. Trump. The pandemic was handled like shit, and that was just a miserable time for almost everybody, including my ass. I look like a big old fat tub in 2020. Like I don't even take I ain't took pictures of myself. I wish I did. I was fat as hell, man. Tough time for everybody. So Biden won basically, and then what helped Biden too is he was in cognitive decline back then. But Biden was in cognitive decline, but the pandemic hit, and they hit him under the damn in the basement for the whole months to the election. So, and then now in 2024, you got a genocide that's happening in Gaza. The economy still crap. Don't listen to what they tell you. OCA did. The unemployment rate at 4%. Actually, it's at 8% based on I forgot what they call it. The real unemployment rate is at 8%. See, they lied to you then. Okay, how is it 4%, but the real unemployment rate 8%? And then, the war in Gaza, I said that dinner. And then, people lives are still shit on the Biden. Like, so, yeah. Just the Democrats are just gonna lose. They're gonna lose. Trump said, Mexicans eating cats and dogs, but a lot of people a lot of people say that I'm losing my train of thought. Fuck. But a lot of black people in particular, the 19% is basically because of immigration, because black people think that the immigrants coming over here taking opportunities from them, which is not true. So yeah, y'all, that was Savage Joy. I love that woman. Follow her on TikTok, follow her on Twitter, and on to. So what's up, guys? I'm back. Something happened that's just the reality of third parties. Now, I'm not trying to be a downer here. I know a lot of people, believe in third parties. I believe in third parties. I think we need a third party. I flip-flop supporting between Claudia De La Cruz and Jill Stein. I decided to support Claudia De La Cruz at first, but I say, Jill Stein has a better shot because she got more ballot access and she's more notable. So I went with Jill Stein. Now, verbally, I support Jill Stein. Like, I'll tell anybody, I would just say this. I support Jill Stein verbally. Like, if anybody asks me, is there any of the choices beside the duopoly, I say vote Jill Stein because she has a better shot. But my thing was, too, I wish that all of the third-party candidates and independent candidates, Cornel West and Jasmine Sherman, I wish all of them created one ticket because not only you get some of Claudia De La Cruz's voters, you get Jill Stein's voters, you get, Jasmine Sherman and Cornel West voters, too, as well. I think they should have did that, but it turns out that Cornel West and Jill Stein are beefing. So, so that's that. And it's a shame, like just the left, man, just can't get together on shit. It's ridiculous. But anyway, enough of that. This is from Instagram. It says, breaking, Georgia judge orders us off the ballot, but the fight is not over. It says here, a Republican appointed judge has sided with the Democratic Party of Georgia to have socialist presidential candidate Claudia De La Cruz removed from the ballot, but we are determined to keep up this fight. But it says, please make a donation to us today to help us give Georgia a real alternative. So, this, I'm not going to tell y'all to donate. I'm not going to say all that. If you support the PSL, Claudia, do what you got to do. But, this just shows you that that's why there's no two parties. Is one fucking party, and it's a right-leaning party. A Republican judge sides with the Democratic Party. Like, yeah, you know, that's your answer right there. People keep still asking, but there's still two different parties though, man. One of them actually care about social issues, and the other one don't care. Well, no, they don't. Abortion, like, they could have codified Roe v. Wade, but they didn't. So yeah, Claudia Del Cruz, the PSL party, I give them credit's due. They are on the ballot in a few states. I wish they was on the ballot in my state. I think they post, the process. It's hard, man. Starting a third party is hard. You got this shit against you right here. You see on your screen. They suing you, or they get Democratic Party suing you to keep you off the ballot, and then you got to fight that, which takes money out of your campaign, which is a strategy for the Democratic Party, by the way. With the Republican Party too, as well, probably to weaken your campaign. And then I say you get over this, then you got to worry about the media access. Obviously, Claudia De La Cruz is not going to be on MSNBC or CNN or Fox News. Like that's not going to happen. And then, then you got to worry about ballot access. Like the Green Party, I think Green Party is, in ballot over 40 states, but not all 50. So in New York is a good example, is making it literally fucking impossible for you to be on the ballot. So yeah, it just, like Savvy said, unless you get the money out of politics, there won't be no true third party movement. And I want that. I really do. I love what the PSL party does. They organize on the ground. They like the pro-Palestine rallies. Claudia be there, and other rallies and stuff. Like, they do great work, but just the problem is stuff like this. The election is in a month and a week now. Shit. So it's ridiculous. And the crazy thing is, the Democrats always accuse Republicans of cheating, but look what they're doing. Try to keep the PSL and Claudia off the ballot in Georgia. So, because Democrats know, I thought about this. See, Georgia could possibly go to Kamala this year, which I don't think so. I think it'll be Trump's, but it could go to Kamala, and could Claudia De La Cruz, like, she got a good bit of people behind her, backing her, and she could take votes away from Kamala. So they don't want that. So yeah, and then if it wasn't the Democrats doing this, it'd probably be the Republicans, because Trump on ballot. So yeah, y'all. Man, I hate that for Claudia. But the PSL party. But until we get the money out of politics, man, I'm not being a downer. I'm not. But my thing is, I put voting on the federal level in a back burner and focus on organizing with your community, coming together, man, because we all we need. And so yeah, that's okay, guys. The last video, or the last story I want to talk about today, is from Second Thought. Shout out to Second Thought. Subscribe to them if you haven't. They grew fast. I'm glad about that, because they make some great content. This title of this is Why Capitalism Loves Doomers. I haven't seen this yet, so I'm watching it with you guys. So I'm gonna play this and pause in between and get my thoughts on it.
Well, howdy everybody. I'm in the middle of moving cross country, so I thought I'd keep this video lo-fi and just hang out with you guys for a bit. Actually, I guess I can't say howdy anymore if I'm leaving Texas. I'm hanging up my boots and spurs. I'm saying one last goodbye to Buc-ee's. As a little reminder, Second Thought is entirely grassroots funded, so if you appreciate the work we're doing here, please do consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/secondthought. We really do appreciate it. We couldn't do it without you. And you get a bunch of cool perks while you're at it. Get early access to videos, access to our Discord server. It's a great time. Anyway, I want to talk a little bit about doomerism today. And I've put off writing this script for a while because I wanted to be in the right mindset for it. Like most politically active people, I go through rough patches where I just don't want to deal with it anymore. I'm exhausted, where it feels like nothing I do matters.
Wow, that's how I feel about the left. I feel like, I started this network to put leftists on. But the network's fine. I'm not ain't no drama going on in the network. We doing good. We starting good. I'm just talking about. I'm trying to at least build something within the left, especially the smaller people, like people that are not known. Like Ty Peasant is the top of the network. She's the most known. Growing slowly. I'm not known like that, but we made her decide to build a network, so, voice of the voiceless, that's the slogan. So we can bring people on. But, it just feel like every time you log on to Twitter and you just see so much infighting on the left, it just makes me want to quit. I really did. Like, I ain't gonna quit now. I can't let a few people ruin the show. And even if I leave, one monkey ain't gonna stop the show. But I'm just saying, like talking about just from my perspective, I want to quit because I feel like some of these people that be on Twitter, that claim leftists, they just don't care. They just want to nitpick on everything, and then when shit hits the fan, then they running, screaming, and hollering. Oh, should have listened to what me and Ty Peasant had to say. Ty Peasant, you're very more positive than me. But as of now, I still don't see the left online. That's why I say everybody now online just try to organize and radicalize many people outside on the internet. Don't get me wrong, the internet's a real place. There's actually real people on it. Just the problem is that you think people that agree with each other 90% of the time, but 10% is because you watch a particular podcaster that it's a quote unquote grifter, or you look at somebody's tweet that says something that's controversial, like that is enough for you just to cut them off. Like, that's just so fucking wrong, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So back to this video.
No matter how many people I get to join orgs or get involved in their community or just read a book. I'm a generally positive, optimistic person, but sometimes that negativity still seeps in and I turn into a doomer for a few days. The last couple days have kind of been that way. Intellectually,
man, I hate pausing this, but that's how I feel. I feel the same way he feel. Like, holy shit. Like, I just need to take a break from Twitter. I just look at the timeline the other day. I don't even look at the Twitter timeline anymore because that's why. And I just see people just infighting, like over stupid shit, like just stupid shit. I'm an optimist. Like, if I want optimistic, I wouldn't be the founder of this network. Like, because I believe that the left, we are so small as it is. We always get fucked over by the mainstream media because 98% of us, beside the 2 that just want health care, they'll vote Democrat. We want radical change, not incrementalism. And, the fastest way to get the change that all of us want is to come together. I ain't gonna lie to you, there's a lot of people on the left that I really don't care for, because I got my reasons, but I still work with them. I still talk to them, treat them like an adult. We all adulted, right? I'm not trying to be a ageist. Like, I never been ageist, but somebody called me ageist one time. I don't know what that means. How you can be an ageist? Like, we're adults, right? Adults supposed to act a certain way. We're not kids. We're adults. I hope, but it ain't about that, man. Let me let this man talk. Holy hell, I could talk about this all day long. Like, just the left's actions and drama just make me a doomerism. I'm like, we doomed. Like, ain't no answer. Just but I can't feel that way. That's what capitalist society wants me to do. They want me to be a doomer trying to make change because everything's supposed to be the way the capitalist wants it to be. No.
I know I'm doing something useful, but doomerism isn't really a rational thing. But okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves. For those who aren't familiar with the term, doomerism is just the internet poisoned way to say you're feeling pessimistic, or you're a nihilist, or basically you just believe that there's nothing we can do to affect positive change in the world. The bad guys have won, the status quo is here to stay, why should we even bother trying to make things better? And I get that sentiment, I really do. I think we all go through periods where things just seem so unbelievably bleak that we can't possibly imagine a brighter future. I know that for my fellow supporters of Palestinian liberation, it's been especially bad lately. How can we open Twitter, see children literally...
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, yeah, 11 months of this. Well, 76 years of this. I keep saying 11 months of this. 76 years of this. The last 11 months has been ultraly catastrophic, and people still don't give a fuck. Still going to Starbucks. Still going to McDonald's. Still going to Pizza Hut. Like, everything just, no, that's over there. Don't worry about what happened over here. Like, you evil motherfucker. You the fucking problem. But you know what, though? Like he said, you go on Twitter, when, you know, on Ty Peasant, you know, she was doing a Chill Time episode, and she saw this baby head get blown off. And you know, people watched it and they just didn't care. I looked at the video views, it didn't get no views because people don't care. I said enough is enough. That's the name of the title of the video. Enough is enough of the genocide. You know, people just want to live life normally, but when it's not normal times. Like, nothing feels right no more. Like, everything just feels so weird. People are weird. Oh Lord, I sound like Tim Walsh. This is how I feel. Just the way I see everything's weird. It's just not. It's just. Yeah, this is why sometimes I do feel like a doomer. But back to this. Jeez Louise.
Torn to pieces and think, yeah, this is something we can fix. It's hard. But there are a couple different kinds of doomerism. The one I'm describing now, temporary lapses into despair, that's one kind. One that I think most people face regardless of political alignment. We all get the big sad sometimes. But there's another form of doomerism that I want to focus on today. And it's one that I've been struggling to diagnose for a while. But I think I've finally got it. There's a particular kind of commenter that will leave a comment saying something like, yes, this is bad, but what can we do? In fact, I'd say...
Yeah, that's what my mama say. I told mama, I said, Mama, this is bad, that's bad, Mama said, but son, what can we do about it? No, she's religious. You know, religious people say, pray about it. But prayer don't work. If prayer work, all the millions of thoughts and prayers that have been prayed after every fucking mass shooting in this country, then why are we still having mass shootings? Like, why are all this stuff still happening? You know, prayer is not the answer. And, you know, I'm not offending anybody that's religious. I know I got some religious comrades that watch me and know me, but, I mean, in my opinion, it's not working. You know, people always say that. What can we do? People got the power. It's just the problem is that you gotta sacrifice something to get something. Like a revolution, people are gonna die. That's just the sad reality. I told Ty Peasant on Tea Time, and I told I think it was Smurf. I said I might die in 10 years. I said a revolution happened, I might die. You know, I want to be the militia guy. I want to be part of that militia Rome said we need. We need a militia in the revolution for it to be successful. They might take the Fed might take my ass out. So yeah.
This is the most common type of comment I get on this channel. A recognition that there are things that need fixing, but feeling at a loss as to what recourse normal people have to effect change. And I'll admit, in the past, my first reaction has usually been irritation. I'll snap at commenters and say, I literally have a video with that exact title. That's why I made that video in the first place. But that's not helpful. I understand why people ask this question. I understand that there are plenty of people out there who are new to properly left-wing ideas and are feeling a little lost or unmoored. They've just had the comfortable lies about the modern world and capitalism debunked. They've had their sense of stability and confidence shaken. It's this commenter I want to talk to today. Because when a liberal, and I'm using that term broadly, talking about subjects of liberal regimes here, when a liberal has their foundational beliefs challenged, they begin to undergo a sort of metamorphosis. When a normal person who has gone their whole life believing the ingrained cultural lies of capitalism is exposed.
Yeah, this is true. I guess when people live a certain way for so long, and I guess you, the creator, talking about the situation, then they realize, damn, this is bad. But they say to themselves, because of capitalism, the way capitalism works, what can we do about it? Like, yes, everything is bad, but ain't nothing I can do. I'm just one person. Yeah, I get this. I really do. I'm glad I picked this video out.
To ideas that challenge those beliefs, they experience a kind of unease that is difficult to put into words. It's like learning that Santa Claus isn't real, or that chicken the food is the same thing as chicken the bird. That one did a number on me as a kid. Anyway, what often happens at first is rejection of these offensive ideas. What do you mean the US isn't democratic? You can't just say the two parties serve the same interests. Our wars absolutely are about giving people freedom. I'm poking fun a little bit here, but honestly,
This how I used to be. I used to be like that. I thought, hey, we go to war, man. It's about freedom. It's about liberation. Oh, I thought, I used to be a Democrat. Oh, I thought the Democratic Party actually care about people. The Republicans are evil. They evil, corrupt racists. When you find out that both of the parties are the same, both are racist. The wars is about the money, imperialism. Then you starting to realize, damn, this shit need to change, or it just die in hell.
it is really hard to change your opinions, especially on such culturally significant beliefs as American exceptionalism and the goodness of capitalism. And I applaud anyone who can adjust their perspective based on new evidence. That's something we should all strive to do. Now, this initial knee-jerk rejection of socialist ideas is normal. And if the person has the intellectual honesty to keep learning more, it almost always gives way to curiosity. Genuine, good-faith questions. What about the Soviet Union? I heard they did X. Or how does socialism handle small business? Stuff like that. Questions that have easy answers. The person has just never heard them before. It's like anything else. I don't know anything about rebuilding boat engines. I wouldn't even know the questions to ask until I started watching some introductory videos. This is all part of the learning process. The next step is acceptance. Once your questions have been answered to your satisfaction, or at least when you realize that answers are out there if you just keep doing your research, you'll get to a point where you're comfortable saying,
So yeah, that was you ask yourself like, but yeah, but how can we change this? Then you read communism, Marxist communist rhetoric, theory from Karl Marx, or Angela Davis with abolition. Then you say, Then I said, yeah. Then you start thinking outside the box. The original narrative is everything happens the way it happens, but when you read this shit, you be like, damn, this shit could work, but we gotta put the pieces together.
okay, these ideas are factually sound and morally correct, but... And now this is where the political doomer is born. Someone born in the United States is the most propagandized person in the world.
Shout out to Nick Cruz for saying United States is the most propagandized country in the world.
Every country on Earth sells a polished version of itself to its populace, but only Americans actually believe their myth. And this is not me trying to be unkind. I'm an American. I had to go through this same process. But this cultural conditioning makes it really hard to amend our worldview. Even when we do realize that, holy shit, the commies were right, we still can't quite envision a better future. I've got a video on capitalist realism if you want to explore this idea more fully. But the gist of it is that when we live in a society that is so dominant, culturally, militarily, economically, it's really hard to imagine a future where that is not the case.
Grab your family. Dora's got a brand new show.
Fuck, I hate ads.
Like that Ursula Le Guin quote, "We live in capitalism. Its power seems inescapable. So did the divine right of kings." That's like my favorite quote. I use it all the time. Anyway, when you get to this point, when you're convinced of the necessity of socialism, but you just can't quite see how we get there, your culturally ingrained liberalism launches one last desperate attack. Doomerism is the last defense mechanism of your personal
You know that, same with Bernie Sanders. That's why a lot of people in 2016 and 2020 ran to Bernie Sanders, because Bernie Sanders gave people a sense of hope that, hey, maybe this system can change with a radical potential presidential candidate. But with the powerful of the media and the propaganda and just the powerful duopoly is powerful. Bernie dropped out, endorsed Biden. He endorsed Hillary too, and then some of us on the left had a sense of doomerism. Yeah, we did, but we started to become more far to the left, become more communist, Marxist, socialist. Then we said, shit, this ain't gonna never work because the duopoly and the money and politics is too powerful. So there'll be another way out, right? I think revolution is our last desperate attempt to try to change the system. That's what I think. Then, it happens, hopefully.
internalized liberalism. If you're a liberal, the default position in the US, and you learn about socialist ideas, about why society is the way it is, your liberalism says to you, yes, you may be right about that, but there's nothing you can do about it. This is a brilliant, almost biological defense. It's a built-in safety valve to prevent the genesis of a new wave of revolutionary sentiment. The American empire is vulnerable from the inside. All empires are. If enough workers decide that we need to shut down the economy to force change, that's GG for the ruling class. Without workers to do the work, they don't make any money. So by instilling in every person a deep-seated belief that nothing can change, even if we believe it should, you preemptively shut off the possibility of a new revolutionary movement. This is masterful work. It's a defense mechanism that requires very little input from those at the levers of power. All they have to do is keep paying the corporate media to repeat their lies and keep lobbying politicians to pass legislation that benefits.
That's what's probably going to have to take. Most of the workforce is going to have to, I know, a lot of people at work say they can't stop working because, that's what he's talking about. You got to work to live. If you don't work, you don't live in an apartment or a house. But I could say that. What if all of us stop paying our rent and mortgages? What they're gonna do? Kick everybody out of the house? Like everybody in America? What they do? Kick everybody out of the house? Or what if we all start working at our jobs? Just walk out and say, "Fuck this shit! I'm tired of waking up early in the morning to make piddle and be miserable and sad and one paycheck away from being homeless." Say, "Fuck this shit!" What they gonna do? Fire all of us? A general strike is good, but again, I get what a lot of workers say. Just can't have a general strike. You got a mutual aid come in handy. It's good. That's why I said focus on mutual aid more. But I can see both sides. I typically in the middle. Well, yeah, I can see people saying, hey, I can't just, I need mutual aid if this strike gonna work. When again, I can see some people that say, we need a general strike now, man. Shut everything down. I get it. Sense of doomerism, when people say that, yeah.
Benefits them at the expense of the rest of us, the environment, and the future. This cultural liberalism, the soft, squishy defeatism that we're indoctrinated into, is so burned into our collective psyche that the average American will even leap to defend the very people behind the maintenance of this pathetic worldview. Sheep yelling at sheep to defend the fat, grinning, blood-stained wolf in our pen. Now, the liberal politician's goal is to turn you from a potential active, educated revolutionary back into an apathetic worker drone who accepts.
Yes. They want to keep us stupid. That's why you don't hear about Karl Marx in school. That's why you don't hear about Malcolm X. That's why you don't hear about the other guy I learned about too. All these revolutionaries and stuff like that, and these activists, because they want to keep us dumb. Once we start learning shit on our own and start repeating the same stuff we learned to Twitter or Facebook or whatever social media platform you're on, they say no, we got to suppress you. That's why they doing TikTok like that too as well. When these younger kids start to realize, hey, this genocide is bad. It's bad. I gotta talk about this. Then the government said, we gotta shut TikTok down, even though my thing is, you're gonna shut TikTok down, shut Facebook down, Instagram down too, because especially on Instagram they talk about it too as well. So yeah,
It's the status quo, even if you do it begrudgingly. Yeah, it's bad, but there's nothing we can do. Guess I'll get back to work and accept my miserable lot in life. The final antibody they can deploy, their last line of defense, is that feeling of despair and doom. Now I'd really like to speak directly to the people in this position, the viewers who know exactly the despondent feeling I'm talking about. If you feel that, you are experiencing the death throes of your liberalism, and you're now faced with a choice. Do I give in to this despair? Do I accept this bullshit liberal explanation of the world? Or do I fully come to grips with the fact that, yes, things are terrible, but things can change, and it is my responsibility to be part of the generation that forces change? There's a second part to that Le Guin quote. We live in capitalism. Its power seems inescapable, but then so did the divine right of kings. Any human power can be resisted and changed by human beings.
Yep, right there. Basically, we all come together. So I say we all come together. Put our differences aside for this one goal to make the world better than we found it. That's my plea to the left. We all ain't gonna agree on everything. That's fine. We shouldn't be an echo chamber. People should say different ideas and things like. But my problem is, you just can't lock nobody off because they say something you don't like. Like unless it's something detrimental to you or your family, then yeah, lock them off. But if it's something that's not that serious, please don't. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I've been saying this for a while now. If people come together, everybody comes together, we can overthrow this capitalist regime we in, this fascist society we in. And about the cop cities and stuff, that's why they build them, because I think the capitalists feel that something is going to happen very, very soon. Why are you in a rush to build Cop City? Well, the George Floyd protest showed that people come together. That woke them up a little bit, but the way things are going, things are getting worse. They're not getting better. Food is high as fuck right now. Gas goes up and down. Utilities are up. even buying tires is expensive. Like, y'all see how much tires cost? Buying a battery is expensive. I spent $233 on a battery. And, you know, I know a lot of people say that must be a good battery. Yeah, it is a good battery because I drive a lot. You have to drive a lot in the South because, you know, ain't no public transportation. So, you know, of course they incentivize make the batteries expensive. If I buy a cheaper battery, it ain't going to last more than a year. And then at this point, the spec of the extreme cold, extreme heat event, and it kills the battery. So at least 2 or 3 years of a battery versus a year, you know, you kind of fuck either way. So yeah, this capitalist system, man. If you give a shit, there's a lot of people that boot next to this system because, you know, fuck them. But if we get the ones that won't change, then we make the world better than we found it. That's all I'm saying.
What we're facing today is nothing new. The tools the ruling class has at its disposal may be more advanced. The average person may believe more deeply that their oppressors are their friends. But not once in history, not one time, has positive change happened at a structural level without some form of conflict. Not always violent, but those in power have never, ever given up their power willingly. Why would someone making billions of dollars under capitalism agree to give another system a try? Especially a system that would prevent the kind of ungodly capital accumulation they've enjoyed. Tough love time. When you reach the point of political doomerism, when you hear that nagging voice that says, yes, this is bad, but there's nothing you can do about it, peasant, you have two options. You can continue to mope and whine and wallow in self-pity, or you can realize that that reaction is programmed into you and choose to do something about it. What's the other?
Yep. You know, that's why you see RBN trying to make real change with these chapters. They're trying to educate many people. You know, it's easy to get behind a computer or tweet saying that my life sucks, man. It ain't gonna never change. I'm miserable. I'm terrible. I must be terrible to be in this position. No, it's not your fault that you're in this position. It's capitalism. Capitalism calls your life to be shit. You know. But you know, you can do something about it. Like, you could come together. Like unions. Think about unions, for example. Like, we overlook unions. Like, yeah, some unions failed, votes wise, but that's due to propaganda. We need to take a page out of unions. Like, you know, like these massive strikes, the AUW workers. Forget about the leaders' political ideology. Just talk about, you know, to make change on the workforce. You work hard. You need better benefits because everything is expensive. You know, you need more pay. And, you know, you decide you can't take it no more. So what you do, you form a union, right? So yeah, I'm just saying, like, yeah, man, yeah. It's easy for me to get behind a computer and just complain about my life sucks. But what's this going to do? I don't want to do that on here. I want to educate and hopefully form political revolution.
The other option, roll over and die? Accept as inevitable that a handful of people with more power than God have the right to doom our entire species to sate their greed? No. No. While you're alive, you try. You try to force change. We are weak only when we act alone. The hyper-individualism of capitalism has conditioned us to believe that we are solitary creatures looking out only for ourselves, and that only through individual actions can we decide our fate. That is a lie. Look through any history book and you'll see that the drivers of change have always been mass movements. Masses of people deciding enough is enough, we're trying something new. I know it's scary. I know it's not what you hoped your life would look like. But this is the hand we've been dealt. Humanity is at a crossroads. Down one road, we have the genocidal accumulation of capitalism and extinction. Down the other is survival and the birth of a new socioeconomic order. We get to choose. Make the right choice. Choose to work for a better future. Ignore that insidious voice in your head that says, this is just how things are. You think like that, and there's nothing separating you from the feudal serf kissing the ring of his lord. Do not go to bed tonight without having reached out to a socialist organization in your area. If you can't find one, ask online. Ask here in the comments. Join something. I don't care which one it is. They all have their good and bad points. But getting organized is the only way we win. You want to be a doomer? That's your choice. But there is an alternative. If everyone watching this video joined a socialist organization, we could quadruple membership easily. Do it. Today. I'm talking to you specifically. Doomerism is a lie. Let's work to prove it.
Yeah, that's why I created ATP Network, because I figured that, hey, you know, I could be on Twitter or TikTok, just tweet my ass off, or just talking out my ass about, you know, life sucks, or just talking about this Democratic Party sucks, or they ain't shit, you know, or shitting on a politician. But I decide, me and Ty Peasant, I say, you know what, let's make a socialist platform, you know, independent media, you know, so, you know, we can spread truth to powers like this, and then we can add people to the network that we think that have the power and the energy to spread truth to power as well, and then ultimately maybe me and Ty Peasant or anybody else, we can start, you know, on the groundwork, because, you know, I can't be behind this microphone forever. Like, the revolution will not happen online. It will not be televised, as they say, which is facts. But, you know, you start building community. Then, you know, you build community. Then you build community, which is outside. You go outside the internet, you build community. Then you build more community. That's how it got to work. You know, social media is good to a certain point. It's good, like now, it's good at promoting your content. That's all it's good for. You know, us on the left, man, we can't let infighting destroy us, man. Like, you already got the fucking, you know, these motherfuckers on the duopoly want to destroy us as it is. You know, that's why they building cop cities, because, again, like I said, they feel of a revolution coming. They see something coming. Like, they know it. The capitalists are scared. They're scared. You see all these capitalists backing up these cop cities. Yeah, they scared. You know, I could easily just give up this shit. You know, I could say like he said easily. I could be a doomer. Shit ain't gonna change. Fuck all this shit. I'm wasting my motherfucking time. Being like doing this work, it's a lot of work. Like, my friends and stuff asking where I am. You know, I've been doing this network for a few months now. It's a lot of work. Because I know something, you know, I know this is more important than my social life. You know, I can be a doomer, give up, go back to my social life. I could say this is the way it's meant to happen. Capitalism wins. I could go back on Twitter tweeting about LeBron or the Lakers or the Steelers and just, you know, be a fanboy. But I say, you know what, man? I might not be the most appealing guy on the earth. I know my voice sound weird. I know just a weird person in general. But you know what, man? If my irrelevant, erratic ass can get behind this microphone every other day, or, you know, with Ty Peasant or whatever, and try to educate somebody, if I just educate one person on this platform, man, I'll be doing good. You know, you gotta take your wins when you get them, and you know, and also too easy you could be a doomer starting a channel, man. Like, you know, I forgot to mention this when I talked about Cal Kalinske saying independent media is fucked. He's talking about at a point where people just spewing bullshit. Well, he gave a bad example with Stephen A. Smith and Glenn Beck. Well, it's easy for you to start an independent media platform when you've been on legacy media for so long that people know you. You know, Stephen A. Smith been around forever, so of course he gained a bigger platform than us. Really because of Ty Peasant, we growing quickly because he's known on Twitter. But you know, I'm happy where we at, man. You know, I ain't gonna give up on the network. You know, unless I'm dead. But you know, anyway, man, it's just, you know, you can't give up, man. It's so easy to give up. You know, I'm not gonna give up on the left. You know, I thought about multiple times. I'm done with these people. Some of them, not all of them. Some of them are good people, but the others, man, just. But you know, I want to work with those people too. You ain't gotta like me. I'm not a appealing person, but we work together, and you know, I could die. Hopefully, die one day. Thinking that I made a difference in the world. I'll be one happy guy. So yeah, y'all, this is an interesting show of the Good Faith Show. Thank you guys for watching. Another shameless plug, man. Trina Pants. That's her handle on Twitter. Her name's Trina. You know, she's going through a domestic violence abuse. It's on the bottom of your ticker. She's going through she's trying to escape a domestic violence abuse. She's, you know, she needs help. The donations has slowed. The goal is $2,000, y'all. Please, I'm begging you. Anything helps. $1. And you know, anything helps. So yeah, y'all. That's the end of the Good Faith Show. I know I've been